Night changes the way a house feels. Walls stretch, corners sharpen. The sound of your own breathing becomes louder than it should be. A doorbell in the daytime is normal, expected, harmless. But a doorbell at 3:11 a.m. in the morning, in a house where everyone is asleep and no one should be outside, that sound becomes something else, something wrong, something waiting. The first time it rang, I thought it was a mistake. The second time, I realized something was standing on my porch. Something I could not see. 3:11 a.m. exactly. I walked to the window, peeked through the curtain. Empty street, empty porch. I went downstairs anyway. Every step felt too loud in the silence. I checked the people. Nothing. Just the faint glow of the street lamp. I opened the door. Cold air. No car. No prankster. Nothing but stillness. I locked up and told myself anything to stay sane. Wrong address. Kids messing around. Doorbell glitch. But the truth was already sitting in my stomach. I did not believe myself. Night 2, 3:11 a.m. This time, my wife heard it too. "Do not open it," she whispered. In the morning, we checked the Ring camera. The timeline clearly showed the button being pressed, but the video showed nothing. No body, no arm, not even an insect. Just the dark porch and a small tremor in the frame as if the wall itself had flinched. The camera proved the button moved, but it failed to prove anything touched it. I stayed awake this time, watching the live camera feed. 3:11 a.m. The button next to the door depressed. Slowly, smoothly, like an invisible finger pushing it in. I replayed it again and again. The button moves. Nothing touches it. You cannot even tell the air shifts. It was not the ringing that scared me. It was realizing the doorbell did not need a hand anymore. We called an electrician. He checked everything. The wiring, the voltage, the transformer. No shorts, he said. No surges. If it rings again, it is not the doorbell. We turned the chime off that night. Power disconnected. Fully dead. 3:11 a.m. The Ring camera lit up anyway. Doorbell event detected. No sound this time, but the video caught something new. A faint breath right against the microphone. Not wind, not static. Slow exhale. Too close, too human, but no one was there. We called the police. They checked the porch. No footprints, no signs of anyone running off. Nothing disturbed. But one of the older officers asked us a strange question. "You folks just move in?" We nodded. He scratched his chin and sighed. "Couple before you. We had a call out here once. Man would not stop ringing the bell in the middle of the night. By the time we arrived, he was gone. Couple moved out soon after." Something cold twisted in my chest. "What happened to the man?" I asked. The officer shrugged. "No idea. Never found him." He hesitated, then added, "But I remember the bell kept ringing even after the paramedics unplugged it." That was the first moment I realized the problem was not outside the door. It was attached to the house. I went to bed that night with my phone in my hand, Ring app open, porch light switch ready. 3:11 a.m. Someone is at your front door. The doorbell was dead. There was no sound. I ran downstairs, flicked on the porch light, and yanked the door open. No one there. But as the door swung open, I felt it. Pressure. Cold. Like I would just push through someone leaning against the other side of the wood. Someone who had been listening and startled. I stepped onto the porch, looked left, right, then I heard it. Footsteps. Above me. Slow. Heavy. Crossing the roofline directly over the doorway. I stared up into the dark. "Who is there?" I shouted. The footsteps stopped. Absolute silence. I backed inside and locked the door. Did not sleep until the sun came up. In the morning, I checked the roof. No loose tiles, no debris, nothing disturbed, except one thing. A partial footprint on the gutter edge. Bare, human, smeared in something like old, dried mud, facing the door. We searched old police records. We eventually found the report. A disturbance call from 10 years earlier. Same address. The notes were short. Male subject ringing doorbell repeatedly. Subject fled before officers arrived. 2 weeks later, same subject found collapsed on doorstep. Cardiac arrest. Time of death? 3:11 a.m. The exact minute our doorbell rings. Maybe he never stopped ringing. Maybe death did not end the routine. We moved out a month later. The house has had 3 owners in the last decade. No one stays. Sometimes, late at night, if you drive past it, the porch light is off, the windows are dark. And if you walk close enough for your ears to adjust to the quiet, you might hear a faint, muffled doorbell from a house with the power turned off. If your doorbell rang at 3:11 a.m. tonight, and you knew no one was outside, would you open the door? Or would you stand there holding your breath while something waits on the other side, replaying its last moment again and again?